Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. My name is Hamza. I'm a career coach, I'm a business coach, and today we're going to be talking about what you should do to prepare yourself in the event that your company announces some redundancies. There's a few things you could do to prepare yourself, and we're going to talk about them now. All right, so the coronavirus is something we hear about across the world, wherever we are, all the time, constantly. The media is bombarding us with information so that we never ever forget. Okay, so of course, a lot of companies are, not doing well at all due to that, and some companies are going to let people go. I hope that not a lot of people are going to be let go, but it's something that I've seen many times in my recruitment career. I've been through 2 crises and it hasn't been very pretty. So this time I want to sort of send a message to everyone that's listening, hopefully to tell you there's 3 things actually that you could do that will really, really help you. None of these 3 things, if you do them, will create any issues with your current occupation, whether you are working or not. Doesn't matter. If you do these 3 things, you'll be more equipped to bounce back. You'll be more equipped to bounce back, to sort of be more secure basically in these strange times. So number one is be damn good at your job. Please listen carefully. Be really good at your job. Unfortunately, a lot of people are spending more time exchanging text messages, reading the news, listening to the news, than actually working. And if you spend, let's say, 30% of your time answering to emails, text messages, reading the news, watching videos about the coronavirus, etc., then this is 30% less time with your work. Now, what you have to understand is that if the company is not as productive, it's going to let people go. And a lot of it is up to you. In fact, individually, we all have a certain amount of responsibility, because if we allow the company to be productive, to sort of sustain this crisis, then you're saving jobs, because this will lead the company to not let as many people go, for example. So especially if you're in sales, business development, marketing, please note that a lot of it is on your shoulders. You can complain all you want about the state of the market, but every single deal that you will be making, every single lead if you're in marketing, might save someone's job. So I think it's a collective effort, and in these times where employers are sending their employees at home and trying to have a remote access, etc., please note that this is unprecedented at that scale, because employers don't trust that their employees are going to be working from home. It requires a lot of self-discipline, and they're always going to be worried. So bear in mind that even if you are at home working, your employer is thinking, are they really working? So your number 1 job is to be really, really good at your job, not to spend it discussing, talking, or on Netflix or whatever, but to really be good at your job, and to actually make sure you verbalize and your achievements, your results are very visible, because you want to allow your employers and decision makers to know that even if they have to let some people go, they will try and retain the top performers. So make sure that you position yourself as a top performer, and that is why I think that it's extremely important. So you have 2 reasons really. Number 1, obviously, position yourself as a top performer. And number 2 is that if everyone is productive, if everyone really gives it a go, I think it will reduce the impact of job losses in your company. Your company and you are one. You're on the same boat. If they don't do well, sooner or later it will impact people's jobs. So your colleagues are depending on you. In fact, everyone is depending on everyone here. So it's not the time to relax and I'm working from home and nobody's watching, etc., etc. It's actually the time to work as a team and to count on each other, that everyone is doing his best. That's number one. Number one thing that everyone can do is really to be his best at his job. Prove to these employers once and for all that, you know, you're not babies, that if you work from home, you work from home and you deliver, okay? Because this could be, when we get out of this sort of period of crisis, it could be a formidable opportunity to prove to employers worldwide that, hey, you don't have to watch your employees. It's okay to let them work from home. So everyone can do that. Number two is very simple. Save aggressively. Put money on the side aggressively. If you're currently working, it's fantastic. But if you think that the government is going to rescue your job, that it's going to happen to others and not to you, please don't fall into that trap. I've seen it so many times. In the last crisis, I've seen it where everyone thought it would be, it concerns everyone but them, etc., and they got hit. That's why I'm doing this video. Put some money aside aggressively, because you're in a boat. If you fall from the boat in the middle of the ocean, the one thing you need to be sure of is that you need to be able to hold your breath, to have stamina, and that's savings, because you don't know how long your job search is going to last. So make sure you put on the side aggressively. Please don't think it happens only to others. I've seen this in my recruitment career. It's a devastating tsunami. It just doesn't. It really, doesn't discriminate anyone. So please don't think that you're safe or whatever, even if you are working in the government. Okay, so that's point number two. Save aggressively. Point number three is please prepare for a job search. You have a head start now to a potentially very, very competitive job market. If everyone gets let go and at the same time employers are not really hiring, you can imagine that the few that will get hired have superior skills in terms of marketing themselves and selling themselves. I of course recommend my book. It's one of the top bestsellers on Amazon, and you should really look into it. But essentially, by the way, I will put the first 3 chapters in the description so that you can download it and decide if you want this. But essentially, it's a bestseller on Amazon, and you can read the reviews. There's a reason for that. It's complete, absolutely complete. But it's not just my book. I'm sure there's other books as well. So feel free to go and actually get yourself 2 or 3 books, because that's point number 3. Point number 3 is that you've got to be ready to say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to wait to lose my job in order to start reading and learning about how to make my CV completely stand out and destroy the competition. You've got to do these things now. You've got to know tons of things now. So in this book, I show you how to find hidden jobs with much, much less competition. I show you how to reach out to decision makers even if they don't share their email address, completely free, of course. I show you tons of techniques that's gonna allow you to come out, stand out from the crowd. So that's point number 3. You've got to make sure you think outside the box here, and you're being very proactive. So just to summarize, point number 1, be really good at your job. Be really good at your job. Be really good at your job, because if the company is productive, it will save some jobs, okay? So everyone is connected. It's not just, there's no connection between me and this department. No, everyone is connected. And if you have a role in the sales sector, marketing sector, well, I'm sorry, my friend, but we as sales and marketing experts, we have an extra responsibility, because every single deal, every single lead that you generate, you think outside the box, you find different types of clients. Even if it's hard, if it's slower, you might save jobs. It's not just for you, you might save jobs. So please, please, please think about this. Point number 2, save aggressively. And point number 3, equip yourself with superior marketing and selling skills when it comes to job search. It's not going to be easy. So take a head start. I've had so many people where they thought it wouldn't happen to them. 2.5 months later, 3 months later, it happens to them. And they say, oh my God, Hamza, I need coaching. I'm a career coach, of course. But, you know, they're in such a dire situation that they you know, the only thing I can say is, my God, why didn't you start before? You knew this was hope. Yeah, but my manager told me that my job won't be affected. It said, managers don't know. Investors do. When the investors say, listen, we're done with spending money. We're not making money. We're spending money. We're not going to give you extra cash until you cut some costs. The investors decide. Your manager might be affected by redundancy and he might not even know it. So please don't assume anything. It's time to be super proactive. Number one, be good, be good, be good. Okay, be good. Even if you work from home, show them that employees are not children. Okay, they're all adults and they're going to do an amazing amount of work at home, even if it's hard. Number two, save aggressively. And number three, prepare yourself. I'll put the first 3 chapters of the book, but you can buy any book. Amazon is full of amazing books. So get yourself, use this opportunity where you still have a paycheck to invest in yourself, to prepare for your future. None of these things will, you know, cost you much money or put you at risk in any way. In fact, they will really give you the you know, the safety net that you need in these uncertain times. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please feel free to comment. I'd love to answer any question if you want as well. Feel free to share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like these videos. Thanks a lot. My name is Hamza and I will speak to you on the next video. Bye bye.